Hey, it's Tara, and I just wanted to come online and give you guys an update while I'm doing the DNRS program. I am about 4.5 months in, and a lot has changed over the past few months, and it's all been very, very positive. Um, Doing the program and practicing on a daily basis, I understand the work and the program much more on a daily basis. And the essence of it is you're rewiring your brain to act in a healthy, calm, and happy and renewing way. And when you can bring yourself into that state, even when you're feeling uncomfortable symptoms, whether they're physical or emotional, when you can get back to a place of calm or not dive in and not feed all of those fears or worries or checking in or trying to fix yourself out of a place of fear and worry, you're able to change the way that your body functions and acts and heals. And so what happens is when you're in a more relaxed, positive, happy state, your immune system works better. Your hormones are more abundant and balanced. You don't have as much stress hormone running through your system, which gives way to produce more hormones. Your inflammation goes down. Your pain perception and receptors start to fire less, and the sensations start to decrease. And over time, everything starts to rebalance itself. So the reason I had came to DNRS is for bladder health. I had about over a year ago, I had a urinary tract infection, which was healed up really well with antibiotics really quickly. But then it seemed like I felt like one was coming back on. So I'd kind of jump on supplements, antibacterials, antimicrobials, different herbs and such, and it kind of kept it at bay at the beginning. But what happened was the more reading I did, the more I started to think that maybe I had a chronic infection, or that maybe I had bladder pain syndrome or interstitial cystitis. I was kind of falling into those categories, and it was like everything that I took might have helped a bit, but then it wasn't enough. I needed to do more. So almost knowledge wasn't power for me. It started to disempower me because I thought, well, the more I could do, the more I could fix this. But the more I did, I continued to not be improving. And in fact, my world was shrinking. And so I removed all the typical foods that you remove if there are bladder symptoms. So like the acidic ones. So I know tomatoes is like number one, spicy food, alcohol, acidic drinks. I just, from an inflammatory perspective, I went away from dairy and gluten and corn and soy and all those things. And I dove right in, like I just was eating meats and lots of green veggies and some nuts and seeds and maybe a little bit of fruit. And that was it. Like very limited. It was incredibly healthy. It was so good for my body. But it was so limiting, and there was fear struck in me to eat other foods. And it wasn't healthy. Like, it's healthy to eat well. I totally believe in eating well, but not to be afraid that you're going to eat something that's going to make you worse. So I was doing that, and I had lots of supplements. But doing the DNRS program, there is a component of doing homework every day, and that's called doing your rounds. And so you do spend about an hour doing it every day, a minimum of an hour. And then there are other elements that you do all throughout the day, and it kind of just becomes part of your day. So like making sure you're bringing up your mood, and really working with your thought patterns. and realizing that a lot of thought patterns you are coming from a place of worry and fear, and it's your limbic system that is creating this. And what I think is amazing is that you know, we can get to a place of calm. I think there's a lot of things out there that help you get into a place of calm, like different types of meditations. But the negative thinking and the ruminating is something I've never seen anybody address. I mean, except for like the blanket statement of like think positively. And thinking positively, like, how do you stop a negative thought? Well, the program lays it out step by step by step. And so you have this really clear step by step instruction on what to do, which I love. And so for my journey, I definitely notice a huge improvement in my mood. Uh, just like I could get to such places of joy and happiness much more frequently and stay there. I find I'm much happier than I've been in a long time. My stress is much less, and if I do go into it, I can get out of it quicker. My energy is great. My sleep has been improving. Like, oh my gosh, I used to wake up multiple times a night. And for the past couple of weeks, I'm sleeping like solid on average 6 to 7 hours straight, which is amazing. Like, not waking up at all. I'm able to not go in the bathroom in the middle of the night for the last few weeks at all. I have been able to introduce all of the foods that I love. I can drink whatever I want. I can have alcohol, I can have tomatoes, I can have gluten, I can have dairy, I can have corn, soy, all the foods that I want. And most of them are back. I mean, there is still a little apprehension with a couple of them, but I'm still working on just having full freedom. But my body, it's amazing how it's totally fine with them. I've been able to reduce supplements that I've been taking bit by bit. Way less supplements. In terms of symptoms, my my bladder overall is doing amazing. Like, my summer was amazing. It was the most amazing summer I've had in a really, really long time. I reintroduced things that I was uncomfortable doing before that were creating pain, like going in pools or going in water or baths or hot tubs. No problem. Swimming all summer got to the point that I even forgot that it was an issue. Lots of things have improved. I definitely, by the end of the summer, I was getting up to a week of completely feeling 100% well. It was so nice. And then maybe there'd be a couple days of some stuff going on, and then it would go back into like another big stream of a number of days to a week. Whereas before I started, I was having to some degree discomfort intermittently throughout the day. So maybe I would have it 3 times a day over the course of the day. Maybe I would wake up and have it most of the day for most of the day. So every day I was feeling something, and to go to at least have 24 hours, or if not 2 days or 3 days completely feeling well, symptom free, has been such a gift. So amazing. Right now, I did go through another ebb where things come up, but these are when you really just hammer on your tools and you continue rewiring and things continue to improve. And right now I am 2 weeks, half a month, completely bladder symptom free, and I'm on the least amount of supplements I've been on. I am eating and drinking whatever I want, tomatoes, alcohol, you name it. I'm having it, and I'm doing amazing. Nothing to control it. I'm so happy. We'll see how things unfold over the next while. I am confident that I'll be able to fully rewire this. But the better part, or not even the better part, but a gift that I didn't realize in this work, is that I'm doing this deep emotional healing that I didn't expect. And I'm able to start to change core beliefs. I'm able to work with fears and worries and doubts and negativities in a way that I never knew that I could. I'm learning to change myself for the best. And I this is a program that everybody can benefit from. Everybody, because we all have these areas of ourselves that we want to improve, but we don't know how. And this, in some way, it's called brain retraining, but to me, it's emotional mastery. And I remember Tony Robbins talking about this, and I was always intrigued by this thought of emotional mastery. And he does a lot of this already, but DNRS puts it in this beautiful package and gets you to a place of commitment where you do it every day, because the brain is a repetition pattern. So every time you do it, you are creating a new pattern in your brain that will eventually start to become your norm. So I think before I would do things and I'd be like, well, I'm not feeling any better. Or I try it for maybe a couple of weeks and I'm like, I'm not improving. It's not going to work for me. But I didn't realize it takes weeks, months and months and months in order to get the brain to change, especially when there's a very long-standing thought pattern or sensation pattern going on through your body, or reaction in your body. One thing I have to say is I love doing laughter yoga. I noticed I wasn't laughing as much, even though I'm a really like upbeat person in general. I just wasn't laughing, and the act of fake laughing allows you to go into laughter more easily over time. And I would definitely say it's like a few weeks into a month of doing it, but the more I do it, the more I find I'll laugh. And yesterday I had a situation where I had a rice kernel, like the husk of a rice, stuck in my throat. And I mean, it wasn't causing really pain, it was just a little bit of irritation. And it just sent me into a panic, which I thought was hilarious in some ways, because it's not a big deal, but it shows me that my limbic system definitely needs that love and care and rewiring. And even though I was on the brink of tears at time, I could go also into laughter, laughing at myself, because I could just see how overreacting I was being. And that is how my brain is beginning to change in a way that I think is so beautiful and such a wonderful gift. So I'm really excited to come back on here and let you guys know how it is. If you have bladder pains for any reason and you have seen many doctors and they said you had chronic UTIs, or you have interstitial cystitis, or you have bladder pain syndrome, do this program. It is so amazing how much has changed for me in 4.5 months. And in the program, I have met many other women whose bladders have completely healed. They've all been given different types of titles of interstitial cystitis or chronic UTIs or whatever, that haven't been able to be completely resolved with other treatments. And do the combination of both. See your practitioner and do this, and allow your body to fully heal. So anyhow, great to see everybody, and I look forward to checking in with you again soon.